Greetings and welcome to what may be the best mathematical thing we learn for the entire year. We're hitting lesson 9's homework. This lesson is wonderful because it's going to start moving us towards the idea of understanding the distributive property of multiplication. When you start to really grasp what's going on in this lesson and some more that we're going to have next week, it makes multiplying even really big numbers much simpler. So I love this lesson. I can't wait to go through it. And we've only had one lesson so far on this, so your child may still be a little shaky on it if you're just doing this when I sent it out, but we're going to have more to follow. Problem 4 says, Franklin collects stickers. He organizes his stickers in 5 rows of 4. Draw an array to represent Franklin's stickers. Use an X to show each sticker. So I'm going to make his array first. It tells me there are 5 rows of 4. There are 5 rows of 4. Part B, solve the equation and find Franklin's total number of stickers. 5 times 4 equals what? Well, we can count 5 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. And if you look and you want to count them, there should be 20 X's in the array. The next part says, Franklin adds 2 more rows. Use circles to show his new stickers on the array in problem 4. I'm going to change my color pen because I feel like when you change the color, not just the shape, it stands out a bit more what's going on here. So I'm going to add Franklin's 2 additional rows. There's row 1, there's row 2. Write and solve an equation to represent these circles you added to the array. So right now I just want an equation for this bottom part. The equation is going to be 2 rows of 4 equals 8. B says complete the equation to show how you add the totals of 2 multiplication facts to find Franklin's total number of stickers. And so what we're going to put here is, and let me change back to black, this top section had a total value of 20. The bottom section that we added had a total value of 8. And so here what they're wanting us to do is add 20 plus 8 equals 28. C. Complete the unknown to show Franklin's total number of stickers. So something times 4 is 28. This is when we put the entire array together. And what we can do is count the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fours, or 7 times 4, is 28. This really starts to move us into the idea of decomposing numbers to solve multiplication problems. Had we had the problem 7 times 4 written out originally, what we've represented with this array is breaking the 7 down into 5 and 2. And so we have one section that's 5 times 4, and that was that top section, the initial part of the array that we built. The second part that we added, that red part, is represented with 2 times 4. Well, 5 times 4 is 20, 2 times 4 is 8. You put them together, and that's 28. This thought is so helpful when learning our multiplication facts because it provides a strategy to fall back on when we forget what we wrote memorized. So many of us grew up with the flashcards, yet if someone came up to you and said, what is 8 times 7? You probably would struggle with it. Some people have it in their brain forever and ever, amen. The rest of us, not so much. Most people don't. It's one of the hardest facts to memorize. So let me show you how I would solve 8 times 7 using this strategy. I would decompose 7 into 5 and 2. I would multiply 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 2 is 16. 40 plus 16 is 56. And it's something that when you work with this enough, you can do this so quickly that it's almost instant. I like to watch videos by a mathematician named James Tanton. He's a professor at I think Stanford or something, and he talks about how mathematicians really do math. One thing that they do is they decompose numbers and solve them very, very quickly. He typically doesn't use a standard algorithm for much of anything because when you start getting in really big numbers, lots of chances to make a mistake. It just is time consuming. So once you build that number sense and you can do stuff in your head like this, it becomes really quick and easy for you. And if nothing else, it builds some connections in your brain and gives you a place to fall back if you have forgotten a multiplication fact or something like that. It also helps you when you start to solve big problems that you don't memorize, things over the times 10 tables. So I'll stop the video there. Otherwise, I will ramble forever. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, this is a newer concept. This is a little bit of a trickier concept to really start understanding, so it will take us a little time to get there. Thank you.